Okay, let's get into it. We're doing a deep dive today into some really critical but often totally unseen hardware in the server world.
Yeah, the stuff that quietly makes everything else work. We're focusing on one very specific piece of equipment.
We are. It's the NTI RACMUX-VS17-T8USBHD.
Which is a bit of a mouthful.
It really is. But what it is a 17-inch VGA SON USB KVM drawer that also has an 8-port switch built right in.
And the first thing you notice is probably the price. It's listed at $3,130.
Exactly. That right there tells you this is not your average piece of kit. It's an engineering necessity, not a luxury.
Right. So our mission is to figure out what specialized needs justify that kind of cost.
For anyone maybe less familiar, KVM is just keyboard, video, and mouse. But the key here is the integration, isn't it?
It's all about the integration. The drawer, the switch, everything giving one operator access to multiple systems.
So what stands out to you about just how much they packed into that one enclosure?
Well, it all comes down to data center economics. I mean, this whole thing fits into just one RU of space.
One rack unit.
One single rack unit. And in a world where floor space can cost thousands a month, that's a direct, a measurable cash saving right there.
It's incredible. So inside that one little industrial strength drawer, what do you get?
You're getting 4 dedicated components. There is the rack mount LCD monitor, the specialized SUN USB keyboard, a trackball mouse, and NTI's own UniMux 8-port KVM switch.
And that consolidation means you can control up to 8 separate computers.
Right. PC, SUN, MC, it doesn't really matter. It handles all of them.
And the display itself, it's a forward-folding 17-inch LCD, 1280 by 1:24 resolution, so pretty crisp.
And it even tilts up to 120 degrees. That detail tells you something.
Yeah, it says this is designed for someone to be there for, long hours.
They've really optimized for that cramped server room environment. The keyboard is compact, but it's a heavy-duty tactile design.
And you get options, right? A numeric keypad or a wrist rest.
Exactly. You can set it up for heavy data entry or just for quick troubleshooting.
Okay, so let's get to what I think is the core of that price tag, the industrial engineering, the durability.
This is where it gets interesting.
Because I've never really thought about the physical design of a keyboard drawer. How do you make sure it doesn't get, jarred or bumped in a busy server aisle?
They handle that with really simple, effective mechanics. When you pull the drawer out, it actively locks into place.
Oh, I see. So it can't just slide back in by accident.
Nope. And you get other practical things like the LCD automatically shuts off when you close it. But the real signature piece of engineering here is the hinge.
The hinge.
Yeah, they use these specialized torque friction hinges. The whole point is so the monitor does not wobble, spring, or slam shut.
That one detail says so much about mission-critical standards.
It really does. When you're trying to fix a catastrophic failure, the last thing you need is your equipment fighting you.
And the reliability isn't just physical. I saw a note about dedicated microprocessors. Why would a KVM need its own processor?
That is a critical layer of isolation. So if one of the 8 computers you're controlling has a total crash,
The KVM itself doesn't go down with it.
Precisely. The dedicated chips make sure your control channel, your link to the other 7 machines, stays stable and responsive. It guarantees control.
And from a compliance angle, this thing is built for government and industrial use. It's got CE, RoHSEA, and it's TAA compliant.
And that TAA compliance is key. It opens it up for defense and high-security government contracts. It's a marker of trust.
It's also built for tough environments. The operating temps go up to 104 degrees Fahrenheit.
Which means it can work outside a perfect climate-controlled data center, maybe in a remote cabinet somewhere. Plus, it's designed for a one-person installation, which minimizes downtime.
So when we pull this all together, what's the big takeaway here?
I think it's that this product defines itself by integrated, high density, and just incredibly reliable control. It's all about maximizing efficiency and operational certainty in the smallest space possible.
Operational certainty, I like that.
And everything else supports that. It only draws 40 watts of power. The drawer depth is adjustable from 24 to 40 inches, so it can fit almost anywhere.
That adaptability and the 2-year warranty. It all points to the unseen standards required in these high-stakes environments.
Exactly.
Which leaves us with a final thought to mull over. We talked about why that keyboard drawer hinge stability is so important. Why is making sure a monitor doesn't wobble a mission-critical design element? Well, think about it. When the fate of a hospital's network or a whole manufacturing line is on that screen, the operator's access cannot be compromised, not even by a tiny physical distraction. It all comes down to reliable, predictable control, 100% of the time.